GM just revealed their new $8,000 pickup truck, and it is killing all the competition. Because at such an affordable price, this thing packs everything you need: amazing performance, capabilities, modern tech, and design features all in one package. To be honest, it's even better than some expensive truck. Let me explain. Performance. Barr has made it loud and clear. This truck isn't cutting corners when it comes to features or quality. GM's got a reputation for churning out reliable rides, so you know this model's keeping up that legacy. But it's not just about being dependable. It's packing a punch with a mix of power, flexibility, and efficiency. Sure, it might not be the flashy type you'd see all over your socials, but its slick design and pocket-friendly price tag give those high-end beasts a run for their money. But that's not all. Pop open the hood and check out the specially tuned 1.2-liter turbocharged engine, cranking out 133 horsepower and 155 pound-feet of torque. This engine is truly jumping into the game, ready to take on the road. Fancy a hands-on driving experience? The 6-speed manual transmission has got you covered. Or maybe you're all about kicking back and enjoying the ride, then a smooth automatic transmission is the way to go. Either way, this car is designed to suit your unique driving style. Let's roll. But here's the kicker. What really sets this truck apart is the multi-flex cargo bed. It comes with a whopping 30 cubic feet of space and more features. Need to lock down your cargo like Fort Knox? No sweat. The multi-flex bed boasts built-in tie-downs to keep everything in place, no matter how rough the ride gets. Craving organization? Dividers are your new best friend, transforming your truck bed into a masterpiece of efficiency. Every trip becomes frustration-free. Just toss your gear in and go. Plus, this thing comes with top-notch entertainment features and must-have conveniences, making sure every ride is smooth sailing. Yeah, let's be real, there's always room to level up. GM needs to step up their game to stand out in the cutthroat urban jungle where competition is fierce. Safety's a big deal, and GM needs to deliver on that front. Their rock-solid focus on safety and reliability is what keeps their reputation shiny and draws in new fans. So, how will they make it? That is the big question, really. No one will be willing to shell out any amount of money if they don't know what to expect, even if it is dirt cheap, right? I mean, would you even pay for a pen from some mysterious and shady place, let alone a car? But actually, there are two ways that companies can achieve these low prices and still make profits. Well, let me break it down. The first and obvious way that companies can make cheap trucks is by simply making them cheap. Just look at the Toyota IMV0. It comes with a price tag of around $10,000. But you know what else it comes with? Well, almost nothing. It has a basic cabin with controls that are minimalistic yet practical. No touchscreens, no automatic climate control. The only thing is that you can still roll down your window just like in the old days. Is that really a good thing? I mean, there must be a limit, right? They can't even sell it in the US markets because it doesn't meet the minimum regulatory requirements. But that is the first option to make a cheap truck. There is another way. Think about Ford's Maverick and Toyota's Land Cruiser. These brands are jumping into the game with a clever strategy, focusing on a single highlight feature. This allows them to keep prices down and profit margins up. And let's be real, automakers are all about the bottom line. They're not dipping their toes in the water just to lose money. You're probably wondering how they pull this off without ticking off potential buyers. It's all about playing up a marketable gimmick that clicks with the crowd. For the Maverick, it's all about efficiency and reliability, perfect for folks who want a multifaceted workhorse that won't quit. The Land Cruiser is flaunting that retro vibe with killer off-road chops, catching the eye of adventure seekers and nostalgia buffs alike. But let's not kid ourselves, the real star of the show is affordability. Those flashy features are great, but it's the attractive price tag that's sealing the deal for most buyers. This isn't just a marketing ploy, it's a smart strategy that matches the increasing demand for practical, no-nonsense vehicles. So what's driving all these brands to follow the same playbook? It boils down to knowing what consumers want and how the market ticks. By focusing on affordability, automakers can reach a wider audience, making their cars a viable option for more people. But let's talk about that for a second because it matters. Why are they doing this? In the cutthroat world of pickup trucks, industry heavyweights like Ford, Ram, and Chevrolet have been the big dogs for ages. These brands churn out a plethora of models to cater to every imaginable need, whether you're hauling massive loads or just want a cushy ride for your daily grind. But let's be real, the sky-high price tags on these bad boys have made a lot of folks pause before pulling the trigger. Lately, things have only gotten worse thanks to inflation, driving up the cost of just about everything, including our beloved trucks. Yet, that's the tough reality many are facing. And it's not just trucks, it's hitting the whole economy, leaving buyers scrambling for more budget-friendly options. So shelling out only $8,000 for a truck? It seems crazy, right? Well, that is where GM enters. They've set their sights on an $8,000 price tag, aiming to make rugged, reliable trucks affordable for the masses. This isn't just about slashing prices. It's about setting new standards and giving buyers a real alternative without skimping on quality. That is why this bold approach is sending shockwaves through the industry, forcing competitors to rethink their pricing and overall game plan. The push for affordable, dependable trucks is set to turn the market on its head, making it easier for everyone to get behind the wheel of a solid vehicle without breaking the bank. This shift toward affordability isn't just a passing trend, it's a revolution that's bound to transform the pickup truck scene for good. Impact. Let's be real here, folks. This ain't just shaking up the market, it's putting them right at the top as the go-to name in the industry. Now, with GM diving headfirst into the budget-friendly scene, you bet your bottom dollar competitors are scrambling to keep up. They're in for a wild ride, trying to find that sweet spot between value and quality. But Bara, she's got a vision like no other. Keep it simple, keep it dependable. No frills, just pure trucking goodness. Say goodbye to inflated prices and unnecessary add-ons. Chevy's leading the charge with practicality and style. But hold on to your seats, folks, because this move's got ripple effects that reach far and wide. We're talking about flipping the script on the used car market. With this fresh, budget-friendly option on the table, why settle for secondhand when you can roll out in something shiny and new? This shift's gonna light a fire under sellers' seats, pushing them to up their game and dish out sweeter deals than ever before. In the grand scheme of things, what Chevrolet's doing under Bara's leadership isn't just about trucks, it's about paving the way for a whole new era in the automotive world. So let's dive into the real deal, beyond all the market buzz. You see, Bara's call isn't just a shout into the void, it's reflecting a massive shift in what people want and how the auto industry is rolling with the punches. People aren't just after flashy rides, they want something that won't break the bank and still gets the job done. It's all about practicality mixed with a craving of simplicity, fueled by savvy budgeting and a desire for hassle-free driving experiences. Truck manufacturers are walking a tightrope here. They've got to meet customer demands while also keeping up with the crazy pace of tech advancements. Talk about a roller coaster ride. But hey, someone's got to take the wheel and navigate this electrifying journey. GM's latest move? It's not just tipping its hat to the trend, it's diving headfirst, cementing its spot as a frontrunner. But wait, hold your horses. GM's not the only sheriff in town when it comes to shaking things up in the market. You've got other big players in the truck game too, jumping on the wagon, ready to roll with the changing winds of consumer tastes. Imagine a market where affordable electric and hybrid trucks are making their mark with nifty tweaks for better fuel efficiency and a slew of tech upgrades, all tailored to cater to different wallets. It's like a showdown of who can charm the consumer best. Well, you don't need to imagine that because it's already happening. Let me explain. Competition and challenges. Alright, so while GM was gearing up for the big reveal of their latest truck model, sources are coming out that big-name companies like Subaru, Mazda, and even Ford are making their version of a super affordable truck. And we've already told you about Toyota's truck, the one that doesn't have any technology. Well, that is only for the outside market. Reportedly, just like the others, Toyota has been quietly making another one for the US and some specific markets, and it's going to be called the Stout, after their legendary but unfortunately dead compact truck of the 60s. So for GM, this thing is not going to be a walk in the park. Plus, balancing the budget without compromising on quality and durability? That's like walking a tightrope over a pit of alligators. And let's not forget the real challenge, convincing savvy consumers that this truck is the real deal, worth every penny they invest. But hey, GM isn't backing down from the challenge, and mark my words, if GM pulls this off, it's going to be a game changer, because the spotlight will be shining bright on the truck's killer features, just like we explained earlier, and it'll be drawing folks in like moths to a flame, and boom, sales skyrocket and GM's the new hot cake. Remember the madness of the Maverick launch? Well, get ready for round 2 with GM. Within just a week, orders came flooding in for Ford, leaving them scrambling to keep pace, and you better believe GM wants in on that action too. But hey, let's not kid ourselves, even if this truck doesn't knock it out of the park, the hype is off the charts. Everyone's itching to see what GM's got up their sleeve next. But hey, there's a glimpse of hope, right? Armed with history's playbook, maybe we can dodge those potholes this time. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.